What is up, Pats Nation? It is Patriots Global back here with another video. And the trade that the Patriots just made on Thursday, the video I just put out about the Patriots trading for tight end Michael Roberts, is actually no longer a thing. So if you did like him, I'm sorry. But if you're one of the many people that commented saying bad things about the guy and how you weren't happy with the trade, then I guess be happy, because the trade is not going through. And Michael Roberts will not be a Patriot. On Friday, the Lions announced that Roberts has reverted back to the team's roster per trade conditions. And basically what happened, the whole reason why he got reverted back to the Lions team and why the Patriots kind of canceled the trade, was because Roberts actually failed his physical with the Patriots. So he went with the Patriots. Of course, like every trade, any free agent signing, the player that is going to his new team has to take a physical. Roberts failed his physical. We don't know exactly why. We don't know what happened, but he failed his physical, and that is why the trade was canceled. He got sent back to the Detroit Lions, and the Patriots got back their 7th round draft pick that they were going to be giving the Lions for him. However, though, the reunion between Michael Roberts and the Detroit Lions did not last long whatsoever. It was extremely brief, as the Lions also announced that they have decided to waive tight end Michael Roberts, which means in a span of a day, Roberts has gone from the Lions to the Patriots, back to the Lions, and then got released by the Lions and will now go through waivers. Each team will really have a chance to pick him up if they decide to. It will go in an order, and it will get to the Patriots, and the Patriots will have a decision on whether they want to sign him or not. If he doesn't get signed, he'll clear waivers, and then he'll become a free agent. Now, I think that is the best chance if the Patriots would want to grab him, is that they would most likely try to target him through free agency. But I'm hearing a lot of different things. I've heard people saying because he failed his physical and he's becoming a free agent, the Patriots could look to sign him free agency-wise, in which they won't have to give anything up. But I also heard because he failed his physical and is becoming a free agent, that the Patriots will not be looking to add him to the team. Personally, I could see it going either way, but because he failed his physical, I really wouldn't be surprised if Bill Belichick decided to really cut ties with Michael Roberts and also decides to go another way. So really, where does this leave the Patriots? Well, one, it leaves them with an open roster spot, and that's something that some people forget, is that the Patriots had an open roster spot, and that is what they used to fill with Michael Roberts. They had this open roster spot from the Austin Seferian-Jenkins release, but because Michael Roberts, again, is not going to be joining the Patriots again have an open roster spot. But along with that open roster spot, like I mentioned earlier, they do get back that 7th round draft pick. So again, for anybody that didn't like this move, which seriously, it was a lot of you guys in the comments that were seriously going off, I guess you can be happy, because the Patriots will not be giving anything up. Now comes a big question, and that is, what do the Patriots do now with their open roster spot? Now, I 100% believe, there's not a doubt in my mind, that the Patriots will fill up that spot before training camp is to start. I definitely believe that the Patriots want to have a pretty set team going forward into training camp of guys that they want to move forward with, who they want to really have these offseason workouts with. Because, guys, training camp is not OTAs, it's not mini camp. Training camp is the real deal. This is what is really leading these guys into the start of the regular season. So again, I do believe the Patriots will fill that void with the open roster spot. The big question is, where do they go about? Now, obviously, they released a tight end, and then with that spot, they tried to trade for a tight end. So I truly believe that the Patriots will somehow try to fill the void with another tight end. And of course, that is exactly what they need. That is still one of the bearing spots, the big holes left on their team. Austin Seferian-Jenkins is gone. Ben Watson is suspended for the first 4 games. Who does that really leave you with? Of course, you got guys like Ryan Izzo and Andrew Beck competing for these roster spots, but we have not heard anything about them. We've seen some things we like about them. We've heard some decent things, but there's been nothing said about those guys in OTAs or minicamp. Really, that just leaves you with Matt LaCosse. Obviously, the Patriots will not be riding 4 games until Ben Watson comes back with just Matt LaCosse, an unproven tight end. There are some options that the Patriots could go to free agency-wise. Nothing really big that pops out. A lot of people were like, get Antonio Gates. But the thing with Antonio Gates is that he really wants to be with the Chargers as much as possible, so I don't know how high the stakes and the chances are with that type of move. But I think the other thing is that the Patriots knew who was on the free agency market tight end-wise, but yet they still decided to trade for a tight end. So I think that kind of gives you a little bit insight on how the Patriots kind of viewed the tight ends that were actually on the free agency market. So we very well could still see another trade for a tight end, but at the same time, it could be another position. But Michael Roberts no longer New England Patriots. The trade fell through. Obviously, Bill Belichick and the rest of the coaching staff have some work to do to fill this open roster spot. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Let me know in the comments below. Is there any guy that you want the Patriots to sign and or trade for? Let me know in the comments below. And also make sure you guys like and subscribe, as it helps me, the channel, and even you guys out very, very, very much. Make sure you guys share this video with everybody who knows we got the Patriots Global family. And other than that, I will catch you guys in another video.